And then the other sort of great sort of curveball that's been thrown in your direction is Brexit, which is about to happen, and you know, couldn't be at a worse time. How prepared do you think any of us are, and particularly in terms of opera, which is an activity that relies on people being able to travel and to cross borders and to get the best singers you can. They come from all over the world. How's this going to really affect you?
So I think as a company, we plan with enough time to sort out visas and things. You know, for American singers, we have to do it anyway. So in that respect, it would be, of course, a pain and an extra workload for European singers if that is the way it goes. My real worry is precisely for those singers who have, you know, there's a whole generation who will divide their time between working in the UK and hopping over to Amsterdam or Brussels or Paris, or the concert singers, you know, who will often, their weekend will be spent in a European city performing in concert. And my worry is that in a competitive world market, or let's say European market, will a house like Amsterdam want to go through the bother of bringing a fantastic British singer over, but go through the paperwork when they could quite easily phone up a German?
So the sports world gets over this by having exceptional talent visas, and presumably we can do the same.
One would hope so, and I think we are hoping that will happen, but whether it does or not, it's difficult to know. I mean, even within football this week, was a bit of a curveball showing that it's not going to be quite so easy bringing European players into the teams as it was before.
Perhaps one of the problems with opera or singing or music is that you know, we don't really have a body that says this is an exceptional talent, and maybe that's what we need. I mean, how do we define exceptional talent? And you know, I mean, in a way, in sport, if you can jump higher, if you can, you know, swim faster, it's shown, but I mean, we're in a more subjective world, maybe.
It is. I mean, you know, if in America, what we had to put in a plea in Seattle for a singer coming over because they had to have the right visa, and it was very much in the lap of the visa officer to decide it, which was difficult. But you know, I gather the Met even had a problem with the singer, and the officer said, well, you know, what's the Met? Is that any good? I mean, literally, that's a true story. So it's. So it's not easy, but I do feel in terms of getting the talent in with our the timelines, we should be able to accommodate that. But I do worry for the singers and artists themselves as to how their work opportunities are going to pan out in time.